So what's emerged over these past few weeks? A new report says that over 145,000 American children have had a parent detained by ICE since last year. 21,000 people have been deported to countries the US State Department says are too dangerous. And a detention facility has had 3 deaths, a measles outbreak and 50 safety violations. So let's just dig into what's happened. The Brookings Institution is one of the most respected think tanks in the US, and 2 weeks ago it published a report showing that over 145,000 children who are US citizens have had a parent detained during the Trump mass deportation campaign. So this is since January 2025. More than 22,000 of those children saw both parents detained at the same time, and around a third of these children were under 6 years old. So again, these are American citizen children. So who does Trump think deserves to come to the US? This week, the Trump administration has formally raised the refugee cap. Asylum has been closed to virtually every country in the world since Trump took office, but he's now raised the cap to admit another 10,000 people. But those slots are reserved exclusively for white South Africans, known as Afrikaners, who Trump claims are facing racially motivated violence in some kind of emergency. The South African government has consistently denied this, and there is no credible evidence of the emergency that Trump has declared. Meanwhile, the deportation program itself is also causing serious harm. So an analysis of ICE data found that the US has deported more than 21,000 people to countries that the State Department itself considers too dangerous for Americans to visit. Camp East Montana in El Paso, Texas, which is the largest immigration detention facility in the country, has seen at least 3 detainee deaths since it opened a year ago, a measles outbreak lasting nearly a month, and almost 50 violations of detention standards. And that's according to ICE's own inspectors. So now Democratic politicians and immigrant advocates are basically saying this facility has to be closed. Meanwhile, new body camera footage released as part of another lawsuit has shown ICE agents violently arresting farm workers in Oregon using facial recognition technology to identify and target people. The footage is from last October, and really critics are saying that it's direct evidence of racial profiling. And this week, we also learned that nearly 200,000 truck drivers are at risk of losing their commercial driving licenses under a new Department of Transportation rule, basically disqualifying many foreign-born drivers. The administration has provided no data whatsoever to show that foreign-born commercial drivers pose any specific safety risk. So the rule really appears to be about who those drivers are and not what they've done. Meanwhile, the tone being set from the top is quite chilling. The White House launched a website this week about immigration arrests, where the website is basically copying the famous Star Wars opening crawl. Reading on this website, aliens have been walking among us, living in our neighborhoods and interacting with us in our daily lives. They've shopped in the same stores, attended the same classes as our children, and lived a seemingly normal human existence. With one exception, they do not belong here.